Hi, welcome to Throat Process. So now we're going up into the more etheric chakras as we've worked our way up from the physical over the bridge of our heart and then more into the spiritual and etheric realms. So our throat is partnered with our solar, and as I mentioned before, it's also really important in activating our sacral, or sacral activating our throat. They're working together in tandem. So it's important to not be thinking, oh, I just want to head for the crown and head for the top, and to forget about these physical layers, because we're in a physical world and this is our life and our survival. So the more that you can focus on working on here and activating and clearing here, automatically this is all going to align and clear as well. A lot of people just want to head straight for the crown, and they think that with various modalities they can just open that and become some super sacred Guruji or something, but actually it's all about your roots. So the more rooted you are, the more open you are, and then we have this co-aligning of above and below. So our throat, because it's the way that we express and communicate, it's so important to be clearing it ongoing, because it gets blocked up so easily. It's probably the one that is most easily blocked, because if you think of a conversation or something that you have and you can't say what you want to, or you get closed down, immediately that's your throat shutting. So yeah, it's very important to speak, to scream and shout. Doesn't mean that you have to scream and shout at somebody, but just to get that energy out. And also, because we're creating so much energy down here, we also don't want that to get stuck and become stagnant in our lower body, because then that kind of activates more into the shadow side of the chakras, and also can manifest as literally your body expanding. So the idea is to create this energy but keep moving it up and around and through you, and in that way you're always creating space for fresh and new energy to come in, and nothing can get stuck. So so now we're working our way all the way up to our throat. As I mentioned in the solar video, once your throat gets activated, you just have to be a little bit mindful about when you're speaking or who you're speaking to, as your throat can start to run away with itself. Now this can be a good thing. It can also be a surprise for people if you aren't like that usually and they're not used to you speaking your mind. But what I found is that the more that you do it, the more you can't do anything apart from speak your mind. So this has consequences or reactions and ripples because of that, and then it's learning how to deal with those and how to not react to those things. So it's about speaking your truth in an authentic way, authentic to you, but sometimes having to be mindful about the way that you're putting your truth across. So it's something that I'm also learning about, and for myself, and I'm feeling that, okay, I can speak my truth and I don't necessarily want to say it in a way that's harmful or upsetting to somebody, but at the same time I'm not going to say things in a way just to make other people feel better and me feel shit, because then what's the point of it? So there's a few people in my life who have had a hard time understanding this, and yeah, it's an ongoing journey and working on for me in this area. So yeah, so see how it is for you. You may already be very free in your throat and not notice so much, but for a lot of us there's always lots of throat things going on, and often when I dance throat chakra, I find that I cough a lot, and especially when I'm facilitating others, that I'm kind of coughing as everybody's stuff is coming up. Also, I find that I kind of need to spit, and that gungy stuff is coming out. So yeah, throat chakra can literally bring up quite a lot of stuff. So if you do feel a bit like, ooh, I need to cough and spit, then go for it. And I'll try not to do it while we're filming. Okay, so we're going to start with our root, and bringing your hands to your yoni center, just taking a few breaths. Remembering that we need to build this fire again to work all the way up through the heart to get to our throat, and making sound, speaking while you're dancing is also a really good way of doing this, and using your breath. So trying to access your breath in a deeper way. So we're gently going forward and back. Hopefully now, after doing these videos for a few months, you're finding that your pelvis is a lot looser, and that you're more aware of the energies running through it, and knowing what's yours and what isn't. Back to the center and scooping down and up in our figure of 8 infinity loop, scooping from the earth, and the earth is scooping up and through and letting go of anything which is blocking your connection from your womb to the earth's womb right now. Keep breathing. And you might have noticed doing these videos that as you start the movements that you begin to get a tingling in the base of your spine. So this is as your energy, your sensual energy, your kundalini is activating and becoming more alive and stronger. And bringing your hips round and forward, round and forward. So this weaving spiral of light is building from your root, and it's connecting from vertebra to vertebra, feeling all the nerves that extend from your spine, activating and opening. Using your hands to draw the energy up. Weaving down and up, building. So really move with purpose. Doesn't mean that you have to have a purpose or an intention in mind, but just that you're moving with purpose, so that there's a strength in your body and in your movement, rather than being in a daydream and making the moves. Really be present with yourself and with your body, what's happening as you move across and through. Bringing the masculine to the feminine and the feminine to the masculine in our womb center. Connecting ovary to ovary, kidney to kidney. And again, weaving, bringing the power and the strength of your kidneys into your ovaries. Remembering that it's the creativity released from your ovaries which are coming up to be expressed. Now, this expression could be as words, as writing a poem, creating a house, creating a baby, a dance, a meal, cooking a meal. Anything that you're creating and putting your energy into, you're making another entity, if you like. So you're giving life to something. Weaving. So what or where do you want to put your energy into right now? Is it a relationship? Is it your job? Or a new job, your dream job? Is it your house, your children? Drawing up to the throat. Staying present and feeling your presence to the tips of your fingers. Weaving in and in. Forward and back. Allowing your breath to go deeper. And you might find that you want to express sounds. Just see what comes out and through you. Squeezing your pelvic floor, your belly button like a bellows, firing the energy up and through into the solar. Feel the tingling moving up higher in your spine. breathing out through your hands. Breathing out through the front and the back of your body. Shake. Make it bigger, pelvis and chest. Following your fingertips. Feeling and taking your attention to one hand and the other. Which hand is pulling you? When you're ready, taking your attention completely to that palm. Beginning to turn in your own time. Anchoring through your feet. Keep turning as I'm talking. Your whole presence on your palm. And your whole presence on your whole body as your feet ground and connect into the earth. Allowing a vortex to manifest from below and above to cross and weave itself together in your heart space. Your heart expanding out into the tips of your fingers and beyond. And again, allowing any sounds. This may not only be the sounds for yourself, the sounds for your sisters in this group, for your sisters in the collective and your lineage. How does your body need to be heard right now? As you connect with the stillness and the silence within, and the vibration of that silence that emanates out and through you. When you're ready, slowly coming back to stand still. If it's hard to stop, go down onto your belly, face down on the floor. Or if you feel dizzy, just lie down on the floor and breathe out into the earth. When you're ready, coming back to standing. Coming to your heart, your thumbs in the center heart, and your fingers to the upper heart, the thymus. So we're going to push forward and breathe in, out, out. Really opening your heart at the front and at the back. Breathing through the front and the back. If you need to go a bit deeper, tapping on your upper thymus. This is your upper heart, and this is our connection to our cosmic, our star family. So whereas the xiphoid was our wound of separation from the cosmos into the physical, this is our separation from our original family, and our separation from the wisdom of why we came here, our soul plan. What did we come here to do? Who did we come here to be? And linking in with the throat, this upper thymus connects more, or it reacts more to vibration. The other chakras we've pushed in and we've stretched and we've crunched them up. But this is on a much more subtler vibration. So sound and frequency is much more activating, and then going up as it's so close. It's like our bridge between the heart and the throat. There you go. So coming to our thymus and opening out as we breathe out into our fingertips. And I want you to imagine that each of us are standing in a circle, fingertip to fingertip, connecting through our heart, our physical heart, our energetic heart, and also our cosmic heart. Closing your eyes, beginning to weave your shoulders and into your arms, and just visualizing and feeling like your fingertips are brushing against the fingertips either side of you. You can move into your upper body as you do this, so you weave and create our infinity loop from side to side, and really gently connecting with one another. Drawing on that strength, drawing on the unity, and feeling solid in your power through your feet, up into our throat. Waving up. Imagine your throat like a wind tunnel. And sounds. Shake. Keep drawing your power up. The vibrations up. Holding your breath. Gently taking your head back and round, back and round. So again, this is an 8. One side to the other, really, really gently and slowly. Weaving all the way up, back and through your neck, top of your spine, very gently. Think of this weaving on the inside. Breathing in, bringing your hands down to the earth as you breathe out. Breathing in, back down to the earth. Breathing in, closing your throat as you come down. One hand to womb, one hand to throat. Just to complete this, because you might have found that you have a lot of things bubbling up, and especially if you're somebody who doesn't usually scream and shout, is to get a pillow and scream and shout into it, whatever you need to, punch it and make as much noise as you possibly can. Let me know how you get on.